production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Live from Saline Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
Good morning, Macomb. I'm Marcellus Angel.
And I'm Mackenzie Irby. Welcome to the first season of Good Morning Macomb. First episode this season, I'm sorry.
This weekend is the annual Fallen Soldiers 5K run. Later on in the show, see me sit down with a committee chair member for the run, Brian Thomas, to learn more about this important event.
Also, our entertainment reporter, Carla Foster, is here in the studio, and she will tell us the new movies that are coming out this weekend.
Now, Mackenzie, you might agree with me that these days college students are a little tight on their budget, and sometimes they need a little help finding their next meal.
Yes, they do. That's true. However, one place on Western Illinois University's campus continues to take the steps to help combat this issue. The WIU Food Pantry is located at the end of WIU's in-lot adjacent to Hanson Field and has been serving the community since 2018, when a group of 4 students decided that they wanted to help their peers.
Back in 2018, some dietetic students went to Emily Shoup, who is the advisor over the pantry, with an idea because there is a need on campus.
The organization relies on people volunteering their time, money, and cause to fill the growing need.
At that point, we served probably 10 to 15 students per week. Now we're up to 100 to 150. So it has grown because the need has grown and people can hear about us more as well.
If you or someone you know needs help at the WIU Food Pantry, the hours are located on your screen. The pantry is also available by appointment. If you would like to volunteer, please contact the food pantry at WIU Food Pantry at wiu.edu.
A local comic book store on the square closed its doors after 5 years of service. News 3's Emma Horry explains how this business leaves behind a legacy in Macomb.
Macomb has been home to a comic book store since the 1980s.
Paul Ostrowski opened up the store as Journey Comics.
That store is where John Coker fell in love with comic books.
Started hanging out in probably when I was about 10 years old. He started putting me to work about 12.
And the store's owner.
When he got in really bad health, he asked me to buy the store from him. At the time, I really didn't have an interest in doing so. But when he passed away, I kind of felt like it was the right thing to do.
5 years ago, Coker became the owner of A Boy and His Tiger.
One of our most favorite ones that we both had in common was Calvin and Hobbes. And so that's kind of why I chose the A Boy and His Tiger name.
After years of selling board games, comics, and merchandise, he's closing his storefront.
My wife and I are moving due to her job.
Even though he's closing his doors to move his family, A Boy and His Tiger has felt the decline of college students in his bottom line.
Most comic readers, people that play board games, tend to be college age or older professors. So if there aren't students, if there aren't professors, I don't have customers.
Coker is packing up his love for comic books and board games on his move to downtown Morton, but he says he will miss the Macomb community.
I will miss the tight-knit downtown community as far as the other business owners here.
Reporting from News 3, I'm Emma Horry.
John Coker will have a grand opening in Morton at his new store, To the Moon and Back, on September 20th.
The city of Macomb wants to bring the community together to look towards the future and celebrate the town's successes by doing community service.
Organizers are asking for volunteers to gather at the Crossing parking lot at 8 a.m. next Saturday for registration. Between 9:30 and 12:30, community members will work on different projects. After the work, everyone will head to Chandler Park for a community barbecue to enjoy from 11:30 to 2. Community service tables will also be part of the picnic for people to sign up for additional opportunities that are available throughout the city.
And we are only 2 weeks away from the celebration of homecoming at WIU, and the festivities leading up to this big day will kick off next Friday.
Students will take to the street to paint more than 200 paws along University Drive and Western Avenue next Friday afternoon. The tradition brings students, faculty, and staff, alumni, and friends to the campus as the homecoming activities get underway for the week. This year's homecoming theme is Rocky on Broadway. The Leathernecks are a tough act to follow. Homecoming is on October 5th.
I'm excited for homecoming, and
I really am too.
This morning when I walked in, it was nice outside. It wasn't too hot, not too cold. It wasn't humid. So let's see, Kason, what's the weather looking like for this weekend?
Well, it's feeling pretty good out there right now. We have a temperature of 72 degrees with cloudy skies, so that feels really good right now from what we've been experiencing this week. East-northeast winds at around 7 miles per hour, but those temperatures are going to rise. We're going to hit around 88 degrees today, so it's going to be another hot, another humid day, so like we've been experiencing this entire week. As we look at our radar, we do have some showers and thunderstorms up to the north. Those aren't really going to be impacting our area, but we might experience a little bit of sprinkles. But this is part of a system that will bring in the rain and thunderstorms this weekend. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you for that. And with the first day of fall, actually tomorrow, I'm sure one thing is on most people's mind is avoid getting sick when the colder months hit.
Exactly, and McDonough District Hospital will start its flu clinics in a few weeks. The first 2 clinics will be in Macomb. MDH will first offer the flu shots at Lafayette Square on October 2nd and at Citizens Bank on October 3rd. The clinic will come to Bushnell on October 7th at the Courtyard Estates. The rest of the upcoming flu clinics are on your screen, and you can contact McDonough District Hospital for more information.
And a shelter dog has stolen the hearts of a Kansas City man. He's moved in with her to help her get adopted.
She has been there for more than a third of her life.
Wow.
Alan Shope talked to the man and met the mutt who has inspired such love and devotion.
Get up in bed.
It's cramped quarters.
That's my bed.
And some strange overnight sounds.
Nothing quiet in this building.
But at least his roommate doesn't snore.
She does not snore, but I can hear other dogs in the building snoring.
The workspace?
Well, this is my office, just to give you the quick tour.
For more than 400 nights, Queen has been sleeping here waiting.
I just can't figure out why she's not getting adopted.
So Scott grabbed his toothbrush, his computer, and his calendar and said, Queen, slide over.
It's going to bring her so much exposure.
Scott says living in the shelter is not easy. He's got responsibilities of his other job to get done while staying here, but he says the most important thing is making sure his new roomie gets adopted.
She's just been slowly declining in the shelter environment.
Scott says Queen is a loving dog. He adds, she's a perfect example of what happens when dogs go unadopted.
Queen is really speaking for all long-term shelter dogs. They're kind of the forgotten ones.
But Scott adds he'll be making sure that Queen is not forgotten while he's here.
Yeah, she's a champ with the tennis ball.
And if you're interested in giving Queen a forever home or know someone who might be, contact the Greater Plains CPSA in Merriam, Kansas.
Moving on to a more serious topic, you may have seen a controversial video surrounding school shootings that has been surfacing on the internet.
Yeah. This video was posted by Sandy Hook Promise. We're going to take a look at it now, and this video may be graphic for some viewers, so we'll warn you.
This year, my mom got me the perfect bag for back to school.
These colorful binders help me stay organized.
These headphones are just what I need for studying.
These new sneakers are just what I needed for the new year.
This jacket is a real must-have.
My parents got me the skateboard I wanted. It's pretty cool.
These scissors really come in handy in art class. These colored pencils, too.
These new socks, they can be a real lifesaver.
I finally got my own phone to stay in touch with my mom.
That was just a very powerful video.
Yeah, and it's sad to know that students now have to worry about getting shot in school, because I know when we were younger, I never thought about somebody coming in to shoot us, so yeah.
And I know one thing that's been really controversial too has been products being sold that like have like bullet holes, but they'll say like Columbine on it or different school names. So I know that's been a big problem.
Yeah, so just please keep schools in your thoughts and prayers.
So we're gonna go to break. We'll be right back with an interview with me and Brian Thomas from the 5K run for Fallen Soldiers.
Inside my bones.
and teaching tradition. The desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next challenge or change we face, our fighting spirit strengthens and evolves. With fortitude, we remain devoted to our vision. Brave and loyal, we stand as Leathernecks. For our students, for our region, for our state, and beyond. And when we stand together, we stand up for what matters, going forth as one. And that unity takes us far beyond what we've ever imagined.
Now from Macomb in high definition. Good Morning Macomb continues.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. I'm sitting with Brian Thomas. He's the committee chair for the Fallen Soldier 5K.
How you doing?
Welcome, Brian. So can you tell us a bit about the Fallen Soldier 5K? What do you do and what is it?
Well, I'm one of the committee chairs, so I help to organize different aspects of the race. One of my main responsibilities was the volunteers this year. We've had a huge turnout for volunteers, so if you're watching this and you volunteered, thank you very much. We appreciate you. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, and me and my co-chairs have been hard at work, especially the last couple months, getting everything ready for a great event.
So you're raising money with this 5K, right?
Right.
So where's the money going to?
Money goes to a scholarship fund that supports veterans on campus. You know, it's Fallen Soldiers 5K. It's honoring a couple of veterans that are WIU alums that were killed in combat. So yeah, it goes towards veterans on campus.
Okay, so like students or who are veterans?
Correct.
Serving in. So how much money have you raised like last year?
It was a few $1,000s total once all was said and done. Because in addition to what we gather from race registrations, we have additional donations, people that want to honor a vet, either a friend or a family, and we put up signs along the race course to honor those veterans.
And do you have a goal for how much money you want to raise this year?
I don't know if there's a specific goal, but as much as we can build into the scholarship fund, it's more beneficial.
So how can people get involved in the Fallen Soldier 5K?
If you haven't registered already, there's still time. You can register either using one of the paper registrations or online. And there's actually registration also the morning of the race up until about 8:15. We'll cut off registration if you want to come in and just register on site. And then the opening ceremony will start at 8:30 and the race gets going at 9.
Can you tell us how someone can get involved in like setting up the race?
So one thing we do additionally is we set up American flags along the race course. Bushnell Patriot Flags is the crew that comes and does that for us. They do a fantastic job, and they're always looking for as many volunteers as they can get because it's a challenging task to set up flags every 50 feet for 3.1 miles. So 6 a.m. is when they start, a couple hours before the race starts. So if you're available and you'd like to volunteer to help put up those flags, I'm sure they'd appreciate all the help they can get.
Well, thank you, Brian, for coming and talking to us today. I appreciate it.
No, thank you.
The Fallen Soldier 5K, it starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday, September 20th. That's tomorrow. We'll be right back.
teaching tradition. The desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next challenge or change we face, our fighting spirit strengthens and evolves. With fortitude, we remain devoted to our vision. Brave and loyal, we stand as Leathernecks. For our students, for our region, for our state, and beyond. And when we stand together, we stand up for what matters, going forth as one. And that unity takes us far beyond what we've ever imagined.
Welcome back and good morning, Macomb. Right now we're currently sitting at a temperature of 73 degrees with our dew point around 67 degrees, and that humidity, that's why it's feeling so sticky out there, 80% at the moment, and the winds not helping out at all, east-northeast at around 7 miles an hour. As we look at our almanac, our average temperature for September 19th, or excuse me, today is the 20th, is 76 degrees. We're going to go above that quite a bit today. And our average low is around 51 at this time of the year. As we take a look at our surface map here, currently we are in a high pressure situation that is allowing these temperatures to really bump up and bring those warm southern moist air up, and that's why we're experiencing the humidity and the temperatures we are. However, as we head into the weekend, we can see those low pressure systems off to the west there. Those are going to move in, and that is what is going to bring that rain and the thunderstorms that we are going to be experiencing this weekend. As we take a look at our infrared, it is going to be black here, but here we see the clouds, and those clouds just to the north, that's a little rain and precipitation that are just to the north of us. We're not going to have to worry about that. Maybe a couple sprinkles here and there if you're walking to class, but other than that, we'll stay dry today. And here as we switch over to our radar, you can see there's that front that is moving its way south. It's starting to break apart. So like I said, maybe a couple sprinkles on your walk to class today, but other than that, nothing else. Let's take a look at our temperatures. 88 in Burlington, 89 in Keokuk. Quincy, you guys are going to hit 90 today. In Beardstown, you're also going to get into 89 as well as Springfield. Tonight, for our lows, Burlington, you're going to hit 71. Keokuk and Quincy, you're also all going to be at 71 degrees. Peoria, you will go to 72. In Springfield, you guys will hit 71 degrees tonight. Tomorrow, for our high temperatures, this is where it cools off, and we're going to get some of that relief. Burlington, 77 degrees. Keokuk, 78. And as we look over, Peoria, Bloomington, you guys are all going to hit 76 degrees. Tomorrow night, for our low temperatures, 69 in Peoria, 68 in Bloomington, and 70 in Springfield. So tonight, as we look for Macomb, we're going to have a low of 70. We're going to have showers and thunderstorms in our area. Winds are going to be south at around 9 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we're going to have thunderstorms. We're going to have a high of around 76 degrees. Winds, they're really going to ramp up out of the south, 14 miles an hour, and that's what's going to bring that air in. As we go to our 5-day forecast for that Saturday football game, 76 degrees, but it's going to be raining the entire time, so bring the umbrella and the poncho to the game. Sunday, we're also going to have rain, a high of 69, and then Monday, we're going to get those clear skies to come back, and then Tuesday, we're going to have 75, and Wednesday, we'll have a high of 78 degrees.
It's sad to hear that it might be raining this weekend with all the outdoor activities happening.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah, all the outdoor activities are going to be maybe possibly delayed or canceled, so.
Whew, well, we'll see. Thank you.
Thank you.
So this Saturday, residents of Macomb will lace up their shoes to fight against Alzheimer's. Money raised during this event will go towards care, support, and research programs of the Alzheimer's Association. More about this information and the walk can be seen on your screen.
Calling all seniors, the first ever Macomb Senior Festival will take place this weekend. The event starts at 4 p.m. this evening through Sunday afternoon. The purpose of the festival is to show Macomb retirement community the facilities and what the town has to offer. There will be several activities throughout the weekend that you can participate in.
Also this weekend is the third annual Party on the Square. This event will be located on the south side of the square. Enjoy food from many restaurants, bring a chair, and enjoy live entertainment. An outdoor bar will be available for those attending who are 21 and over with a wristband.
The Macomb Park District is bringing its last movie in the park for the year tonight.
Ralph Breaks the Internet will be showing tonight at 7:30 in Veterans Park. It's a free movie with popcorn and drinks. There will also be vendors on site selling hot dogs, walking tacos, nachos, and lemonade. This movie will be shown on a 30-foot screen. This is one of several events the Macomb Park District puts on. You can search them on Facebook for more upcoming family fun events.
Coming up after the break, our entertainment reporter, Carla Foster, will give us a peek at upcoming movies, a celebrity family feud, and charity donations.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Rooted in teaching tradition, the desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next challenge or change we face, our fighting spirit strengthens and evolves. With fortitude, we remain devoted to our vision. Brave and loyal, we stand as Leathernecks. For our students, for our region, for our state, and beyond. And when we stand together, we stand up for what matters, going forth as one. And that unity takes us far beyond what we've ever imagined.
Welcome back to Good Morning Macomb. I'm Carla Foster, here to bring you the latest in entertainment news. If you want to get charged up this weekend, then you might want to see the new member of the action genre, Rambo: Last Blood. The film follows well-known hero Rambo as he crosses the U.S. border to rescue his friend's child. He is also fighting against one of Mexico's most stern drug cartels. The film has received positive reviews from fans. However, if you're not a fan of violent movies, then check out the movie based on the British drama series, Downton Abbey. The movie follows the everyday lives of the Crawley family and their servants. Critics say that the movie lives up to the expectations of the original show and is a must-see for everyone. But if you want something more sci-fi, then check out the new movie starring everyone's favorite actor, Brad Pitt, and Ad Astra, in which Pitt plays Roy McBride, a man who goes into space to find his father, Clifford McBride, who is apparently an offense towards humanity. So far, all the movies have received fantastic reviews and are a must-see for your weekend. In celebrity news, it seems that members of the boy band, previously known as Backstreet Boys, have some family beef with each other, as Nick Carter has gotten a restraining order against his own brother, Aaron Carter. Apparently, the fight started when Nick claimed that Aaron threatened to kill Nick's wife and unborn children. According to Aaron, he suffers from multi-personality disorder, schizophrenia, acute anxiety, and manic depression. But In more positive news, it's not all about the football and beer. An Iowa college football fan took this moment on the national stage to ask for beer money. However, his joke turned into a more serious effort to help sick kids. Justin Cerency explains.
Each fall Saturday, college football nation turns millions of eyes onto College Game Day, and Ames was no exception.
It was electric. It was just nonstop energy. People were out there singing, dancing, moving around, having a good time the entire time.
Carson King lives in Altoona, went to school at Iowa State University, and arrived for the 3 p.m. Cyhawk game at 5:30 Saturday morning.
It was a lifetime dream of ours to be able to go to game day.
In the slim chance he'd make it on TV, Carson made a sign requesting beer money be sent to his Venmo account.
I just kind of thought as a joke, maybe I could make a sign asking for money to get some Busch Light, buy some lattes. My mom was like, oh, this is going to be a proud mom moment. My son's going to be begging for money for beer on national television.
Carson and the sign found their moment in prime position on national TV.
I looked down at my phone because my friend was like, who keeps texting you? And it just kept going off, and I looked down, and I had about $400 on my Venmo account.
Moments later, it reached $600, then $1,000.
I had people from Texas, Idaho, California, Massachusetts. A lot of Clemson people donated. I guess they like Busch Light too.
Carson called his parents, and they came up with a plan. Keep enough for a case of Busch Light and send the rest to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital.
Their hospital does great things for the state of Iowa, both for Iowa State and the University of Iowa. Obviously, the wave's a huge thing now. Those kids are fighters, and they deserve any chances they can get.
A post on social media and his Venmo account continued to swell into Monday.
It was over $5,700, and people are still donating, sharing the posts, all that fun stuff.
Over the years, the Cyhawk rivalry has divided even the closest families. Carson hopes his donation at the end of the month will keep families with sick kids together a little longer.
No, it's just all hatred there, but all aside, the communities of Iowa, they all support each other, and when people say Iowa nice, they really mean it.
King says that he plans to keep his account open until the end of the month. He will then make the donation to the Children's Hospital in person. Coming up after the break, chalk artwood lights up WIU sidewalk. Stay with us.
Rooted in teaching tradition, the desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next.
That's all we have this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Have a good morning, Macomb.